Right, we have Ron Imbar, CTO at Audiocodes, and he's going to give us a little demo of the Audiocodes 400 series better together over Ethernet and some of the other features. So, I want to go ahead and just give us, maybe explain and give us a little demo of the...
So what you see here is the lower entry-level phone, the 420, which is actually paired with the link client better together over Ethernet.
Okay.
Which enable the user to control the phone from this link client. You don't have to actually click to dial from the phone. You don't have to pick up the handset. You don't have to dial from the phone. So if let me just dial for a user, and once I'm dialing it, you basically see the phone itself is ringing, and the other phone is actually ringing. Now I have the call is going on, and I can actually terminate the call. I can control the call directly from my link client. I don't have to touch the phone itself. So if I'm going now and terminating the phone, you will see now the call has been terminated.
Okay. Is there any features that you currently that do not work in Better Together? So you have click to dial. You have
click to dial. We have signing. Signing is working. Signing, I think the most important feature would be signing, because people don't need to go now click the URL, the PIN code, and so on in the phone. You can do everything from this laptop. The most important feature for that, and the most important use for that will be hosting environment like Office 365, LHPs. When somebody is getting over FedEx or over mail his phone to his small office, so instead of messing around with the phone, you can actually just pair the phone and do all the signing, the credential from the link client, which is easy.
What sign-in methods are all supported? So PIN.
There's a PIN code, which PIN code is a PIN that can be generated by the IT. So let's see when doing mass provisioning. Mass installation. In the morning the user comes and getting the email from the IT.
Yep.
And good morning, your PIN number is so and so. You just click his PIN number, that's all.
Yep.
The other method is using your regular email alias name and your network password. That's all.
NTLM.
NTLM.
Gotcha. Okay. Very good. And what does the initial pairing process look like? Is that?
So,
do you have that you can show that
yes,
one?
So currently what you see is it's a driver is in a beta mode, but what you see here, you will have the pairing is a single password, which is only relaying to this phone. You cannot pair another phone because it's generated dynamically. So once you want to pair a phone with a client, go here and you click your Better Together. This will generate a PIN number. Okay, that PIN number you have to put the first time only on your link client, which will pair the phone and PC. That's all. Once you do it, it's paired for life unless you disconnect it.
Okay. So if you reboot the computer, log in and out of the link client, no need to repair.
No need to repair.
Okay.
Unless you install the driver, from the beginning and so on.
So if you're totally uninstall it and reinstall it.
Now the driver himself is going to be signed by WHQL. So you can publish them over the weekend once you do installation with off-the-shelf tooling. IT tools to publish all the drivers in your PC.
Because somebody got better together.
PC.
Right.
All right. And does it require a tray app or something like that to be running to keep the pairing connected?
No.
So it's just the configuration.
That's the first-time configuration. That's all. What we actually have, we have an option. What we have in great security options. So let's assume that I'm going with my laptop now to a meeting, which now I'm on my Wi-Fi network. I don't want while I'm on my network, Wi-Fi network, to control the phone, to make calls and the phone will start to ring. So we have a security mechanism that if moving to another VPN or a VLAN, it's actually will depair the phone from the PC. Once the PC is stored to the same location, it will pair them together.
So some vendors are requiring that the phone be plugged into this, or the PC be plugged into the switch? Is there a requirement?
It's not a requirement.
All right. So it's not a requirement, but you're still taking care of that issue that the PC and the phone could get separated and give some unusual, unexpected results.
Yeah, but however, I want to comment. We did took into consideration cases of the new level, like the X1 carbonated or the airbook. The Mac coming are very thin. They are coming without network interface. And if you don't have a creator, you actually don't have an Ethernet interface. So they're all using Wi-Fi. Now, in some corporate, the Wi-Fi is on the DMZ. So we're actually taking care of that as well.
Okay, very good. I think that would answer my questions about the better together. Maybe one last question. With Link and the Link Phone Edition Better Together that's using USB, if you're in an audio call and you want to bump it up to video, it flips the audio over to the PC.
Right.
Is that supported?
It doesn't support even on the Microsoft spec because it's basically the connections over Ethernet. So we're not doing tunneling of the PC with the voice. We're just doing tunneling of the control.
Yeah.
So if you want to move, it's actually doing transfer of the call. The entire thing is not just moving between devices. That's what USB is supporting. You actually can, if you have multiple devices which are USB native, you can do that because the voice is going over USB.
Yeah.
That's not the case with better.
So you're saying the Better Together over Ethernet, Microsoft spec doesn't support that, so no other vendors will do it either. And that's my understanding. You're right. Okay, so that's good. I think that answers my question.
One last comment. If you see here, once you pair the phone, you see here the small icon. Yep. You see a phone picture. Okay. Yep. So for example, if you have, it would say Audiocodes. I say Audiocodes. See the Audiocodes here. So let's say you have multiple devices. Let's say I have a Java speaker, I have a Java Bluetooth headset, and I have an Audiocodes Better Together phone. So you would see all the devices here, and you see the picture of the phone, so you can actually decide where you want to make the call or receive the call from.
Okay. Yep, very good. Let's talk just a moment about the 440 with the LCD and the contact buttons.
So the 440 is what you call the high-end phone that we currently present. It has a better LCD and has 12 speed dial or BLF. You actually can decide how you want to use those buttons. I can use them as simple speed dial, you just click to call, or you can actually do a combination of speed dial plus BLF, which means show your present status. So, for example, if I will provision my wife mobile phone, which is she's not part of the link, it would be simple speed dial. I can provision one of my colleague, which is on my link installation. I can do it. I would say also speed dial plus BLF, and then I would see the presence.
Is there any reason someone would do speed dial versus BLF? Is there a benefit of doing speed dial? It seems with BLF you get presence, whereas
speed dial just you click and you call it person.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
For example, I said my private home number is not part of the deployment, which doesn't have presence. So I would say I would put a speed dial.
Okay.
Now, how do you provision it? There are a couple of ways to provision it. So I can actually go manually. If I click the button which is empty, I can actually set a number, and the phone will go to the link contact list in the link front end, and we'll actually import the name of the person, and you will see now the name over here.
All right.
Okay? I can actually I put the alias name, or I can actually go and search the person from Active Directory. Okay, I can do both every method. Now, that's mainly the configuration.
So that would be the configuration if someone did not have a link client, for example.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, if somebody doesn't have is not provisioning any link group with link client. So what we're going to is the option to actually build or to set phone members on my link client. Once you do that, once you pin you pin your contact, and you actually submit them to my IP phone, my link IP phone group, it will actually automatically will show on here as my frequent or favorite person and people. And then actually I don't have to go manually provision it. I can do it directly from my link client.
Right from the link client. And is that a set contact folder that's called My Link IP Phone?
I don't recall the actual. What happened once you build, I can actually, the name of the group, it's a free text. Because what happened on the phone itself, it will go and will look at all of your groups from your link contact. And you can decide if you want to import your favorite, your most frequent folder, or let's say my link phone users.
Okay, very good. Maybe tell me a little about the buttons. I see that you have an orange or a red and a green light. Is it two colored lights or is there more?
It's actually 4 color lights.
4 colors.
So it's actually matching the link client presence. So I have all of the options red or animating. I have away. I have a green.
So way would be yellow.
I have a yellow, red, green, and 3 colors.
3 colors.
Yes.
So if we can so currently we have red and away and green. So is one of these phones?
Let me. If I go here and I change my, let's say I'm going to change my availability, and I would say busy. So you see now my color changed.
Okay, so it may be a little hard to see it in the video, but we have a red and a kind of orange. Okay.
Orange basically it's a user one. Who's user one? I think this.
That's all right. Maybe let's just change that one to away.
So off-work.
Okay. So away is kind of an orange, maybe not super yellow, but orange. That's good.
But you can actually can identify the colors, and obviously if I'm available, you will see it changed.
Yep, that's green. So it has the name. Is there any plans to have something like any call or busy text right underneath it?
No.
Okay.
The colors actually, I'll give you that as a most.
Yep.
Now what we actually do here, it's if you search from the directory, okay. If you go and search from the directory, and I would go now and look for user, which is not part of my link list here, I would see his presence on the LCD. Okay. As the same as the link line.
Okay. Yep.
Another nice feature that we have.
Maybe I'll just switch around to the other side.
Another nice feature that we do have, it's called busy on busy. So busy on busy, if I'm going here, let's say I'm switching, and I will go and set the busy call waiting. And instead of enabling call waiting, because some cultures in the world, like Europe, doesn't like to be disturbed. So let's assume I'm changing to busy on busy, and I would save it. Okay. It's signing again. Okay. And
So that's a feature you need to log out and log back in.
but it's automatically done. Now let's assume now I'm calling the guy. So I will call the user. Okay. And now let's assume I'm trying to call user 2 for my
I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something.
it will reject. You get extension busy. Why? Because it's busy on busy.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, I think that kind of covers the better together over Ethernet and some of the features that are coming in the 400 series firmware. Do you have a kind of time frame that people can expect to see the better together over Ethernet enabled firmware?
We're looking at 3 weeks from now. We have it at GA. We are on the final testing and then qualification. So we assume in 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, it can be GA already.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Rand, for giving us the update